I'm going to start working in area and volume for some basic questions in the SAT test. I'm going to start with question with level 1.
Okay.
You can see my sharing screen.
Yeah.
So let's go to the first question, which says that what is the area in square inches of a rectangle with length and width, which I can see this is a direct question, and the area of the rectangle is length by width. So the area is equal 12 by 9, and 12 by 9 is 108. So the right answer is B.
Yeah. Okay. هذول الفورمولاز حقات الاريا هم اللي بالريفرنس.
Let's go to the reference first before we
Yeah.
go through this one and understand what do we have and what we don't have in this one.
Okay.
So let's open this one. So let's go to the reference. As we can see here that I have the circle, I have the area of the circle, I have the circumference of the circle, and notice that pi here is approximately 3.14, but in the SAT questions, most of the question we are using in terms of pi. For example, if I have a circle with radius 3 and I'm looking for the circumference, it's going to be 2 multiply pi multiply 3, which is equal 6 pi. So I'm not going to replace pi. And if I'm looking for the area, it's going to be pi by 3 square, which is equal to 9 pi. And also I'm going to keep the answer in terms of pi.
Okay.
So usually the pi is pi. We don't use 3.14 yet. But if it's not a length, we are using pi in the radian as 180. For the rectangle, we have the rule that the area of the rectangle is length by width. Then we have for the triangle, we have 4 rules. The first rule is that the area of the triangle is equal half base by height, and the height should be perpendicular to the base. And the Pythagorean theorem, which is c squared is equal a squared plus b squared. And of course, c is the hypotenuse. Let me remind you that if I have an angle here, x, this considered to be opposite, and this will be adjacent, and you are using SUKA2. This is a part of trig, but
Yeah.
let's say it. Then I have two special right angle triangle. What is the special right angle triangle? Triangle that its sides as 45, its angle, sorry, 45, 45, and 90 degrees. And in this case, the legs are S and S, but the hypotenuse, I multiply the leg by √2. Clearly, we can find this one in the square. I'm very sorry, in the square. So if the side of the square is 7, so this side is 7, so the diagonal in this case is 7 √2, directly without any calculations. Second case is the 30, 60, 90 triangle.
هذا any time a triangle has two
Anytime you
sides
press
the same.
there, you will find these rules.
Okay.
Anytime during the exam, all what you have to do to press reference, you will find the rule there.
بس
The
هنا
side-
مثلا قصدي any number مو شرط بس
Yeah.
if
Yes.
it's 45
You wanted to make it
45
9, 9, 9
anything.
√2. No. It should be 45, 45. It should be isosceles right angle triangle.
ايه انا قصدي it doesn't matter as long as both angles 45 it's the same the
Yes.
sides.
Yes.
Okay.
And the second one is 30 and 90. I can't say that I have a special right angle triangle 20 and 70. There is nothing called this.
Yeah.
So if it's 30 and 60 and this side is x and this side x √3, the side opposite to the angle 30 is half the length of the hypotenuse. The side opposite to the angle 30 degree is half the length of the hypotenuse. It means that if I have a right angle triangle and this angle is 30 and this side is 7, so the hypotenuse is equal to 14. And in this case, the side opposite to the angle 60 is the small side multiplied by √3. So this angle is 60, so this side is 7 √3. So we are using √3 in the 30, 60, 90 triangle, but we are using √2 in the right angle isosceles, right isosceles triangle. So this is the two special triangle that you don't have to copy the rules. The rule will be there. And then let's go to the volumes. I have the prism. This is called rectangular prism, which is known as rectangular prism, which is known as a cuboid. Its volume is length by width by height, but it doesn't give you the area. But let me give you the surface area of this shape. You have here a face that its area is h by w. And you have the same on the other side. So it's 2hw and 2lw and 2hl. This is for the area, and the area is not there.
Okay.
Then I have the volume of the cylinder, which is pi r square h. Then I have the sphere, volume of the sphere, 4 over 3 pi r power 3. And I have the cone. For people who don't know, this is the cone. This is the cylinder. And this is the pyramid. And also for the pyramid, I have the volume, which is third LWH. What is L? L is called slant
Slant
height.
height.
What is the slant height? Slant height is the height is come like this.
Yeah.
But the perpendicular is H, which we don't
Yeah.
use it in the pyramid. We use it in the cylinder. So this all regarding the shapes. And if you scroll down, you will find three more pieces of information. The first one is that the number of degrees in a circle is 360. That the radian is equivalent to 2 pi. We know from this that pi is equivalent to 180 degrees if I have a radian and degree measure. And of course, all the students know that the sum of the interior angle of the triangle is up to 180. This is a quick definitions or quick review about the reference, the one that we can have it when we just press into the exam. I have the calculator, which is Desmos, and then I have a reference sheet. Most of the students go to the SAT exam and they don't know that they have a reference sheet there. And it's very important before you go to the SAT test to know what do you have and what you don't have. So let's go back to our questions. And question number 5. A square piece of fabric that has a side length 48, what the area? Very easy. Area of the square is equal what? Side by side. So it's a side by side. It's like length by width, but both of them are the same. So I need to multiply 48 by 48. And 48 multiplied by 48, let me check, because 48 by 48 is 2,304. So the right answer is A. Question number 6, it says, a triangle has an area of 63. A square has a side of 9. What is the total area of the triangle and the square? I have the area of the triangle. So I need to find the area of the square. And a few minutes ago, we said that area of the square is equal side by side. So it's 9 by 9, which is equal to 81. So if I wanted to find the total, I will add 81 and 63, which is equal to 144. So the right answer is B.
Okay.
Question number 11. I have two triangles which it seems that they are similar.
And they have the same angle?
Yes, very good. Similar, it means two properties. The first one, angles are congruent. Second one, sides are proportional. And proportionate means they have the same scale factor. Like,
Okay.
for example, if this side is 2 and this is 4, so this is 3, this is 6, which is double or multiplied by 2. So let's go back to the question. It says that in the given figure, triangle MNO similar to triangle PQR. I have one of the students who's a very crazy student who say triangle MNO is similar to triangle Bakar. where M. Oh my God, I saw many for my teaching for 20 years old. He was always reading like this. I met a student, I wrote for him like this. Notice
Eh,
and when he starts reading, he said what? Imagine what he said.
what?
Not ice. I said what? He said, you wrote Mr. Hisham, not I. What is not ice? I said, not ice. Yeah, you're right. This was like, you know what? In Saudi Arabia, we're saying that jalatni. I think at this moment, as I was about to win as lottery. The length of MN is 14, and the perimeter of the triangle MNO, the whole perimeter is 42. And the length of the triangle QR is 112. So I can figure out what is the ratio. So what is the perimeter of the triangle PQR? So I can say that it's a ratio question. Perimeter 1 to perimeter 2, side 1 to side 2 is the same as the ratio between perimeter 1 to perimeter 2. So if I want to find the perimeter of 2, I will make cross product, which is 42 multiplied 112 divided by 14.
Okay.
Let's use my calculator. Let's use this one so I can do it. Subtraction 42 multiplied by 112 and divide the answer by 14. Just give me 336. So the right answer is B. A square, this is indirect question. A square has area of 121. So what is one side of this square? So you may think, which of this number that when you multiply it by itself, so you want the number x to be multiplied by itself to give me 121.
Yeah, so you can do
Declare
the
that it's 11.
yeah,
Or I can say that the side for
as the
people
square root.
is the square root of the area for people who
Yeah,
like to write formulas. So it's root of 121 and root of 121 is 11.
yeah, okay.
Let's see, 17. If it's a repeated question, we are not going to solve it.
You
Okay, this
just
is
find,
volume.
yeah, you multiply.
Yes, very good. So I will say that the volume is equal length by width by height, and
Yeah,
the formula. So it's 15 by 6 by 12, and I will write the answer into the
yeah,
so this is
yes.
one is direct question. I like it about the volume. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's finish 27. A rectangular banner has area. So this is also indirect and has an area of 104 of rectangle. So area is equal 104. Width is equal to 8. So what is the length? Length is equal area divided by the width. Why? Because area is equal length by width.
Mm,
So the length is, or I may ask, 8 multiplied by which number? 8 multiplied by which number? So the answer is 104, which is
yeah.
104 divided by 8. What is 104 divided by 8? 12? No, not 12. It's 1 carry up 2, 20, 13. So the right answer is 13. So good, so easy. The perimeter of triangle is 52, and the length of side is 15, and the length of side EF is 18. What is the length of DF? What is the perimeter of the triangle?
The sides,
Yes, sum of the sides. One of the
yeah,
sides is 15, one of the sides is 52. So I'm looking for the third side, whatever the name of it. So 15 plus 52 plus side supposed to be 52. So x is equal. No, Mr. Hisham did a mistake. This is 18, Mr. Hisham.
mm.
Yes, you're right.
And all of it together is 52.
Yes, very good. So
Yeah, okay.
it's 52 minus 15 minus 18, which is equal to 19. So the third side is equal to 19. So don't forget that the perimeter of the triangle is the sum of the outer sides.
Yeah.
Let's go to 37 and 38. A rectangle, what the person given the area. This is a direct substitution. This is the length. This is the width. So the area is length by width. It's not addition.
Yeah. So
It's
you
not
just
twice. So the
B.
answer is
Yeah.
B. Very good. Hmm.
The
The
table.
table gives the perimeter of similar triangles
Yeah.
where these two sides are corresponding to each other, and the side of MN is equal to 4. Where is MN? MN is here. So I can make another table here and put here 48. So what is the side opposite to MN? JK. M opposite to J, N is opposite to K. So I'm looking for this side. Don't forget that ratio between sides same or equal ratio is the same as the ratio between perimeter.
Okay.
So don't forget that because we are going to change this later if I have an area. So if I'm looking for the value of X here, I'm going to multiply 48 by 32 and divide the answer by 128, which is 12. Again, to figure out the value of X, I multiply 48 by 32, which is cross product, and divide the answer by 128. This one, same idea.
Mm.
42, 48. What is the area in a square? Same idea. So I don't want it to repeat. So we can go to the orange questions. So this one, a rectangle. We solve it. So let's go to the last three and we solve some of the orange and red questions, which is level 2. The area of
Yeah.
750 and the rectangle width is 50. What is the length? Very easy. Length is equal 750.
Yeah. 750 over 50.
Which is equal to 15. This one is easy. Thank you, Mr. Hisham. You're welcome. What is the area of rectangle? Very easy. Area of rectangle is 104. The length of the shortest side is 8. What is the length of the long? Very, very easy. So let's go back to some orange questions. So
Okay.
let's start with, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions, 7 consecutive questions.
Mm.
Let's start. Bismillah. A right circular cylinder has a volume of 555. The height of the cylinder is 15. So I press on the reference. Where is the cylinder? It's here. What the volume? So I will write that the volume is pi r square h. Oh my God, sorry. Volume is pi r square h.
Mm.
And what is the area of the base? What do I mean by area of the base? What is the base of the cylinder?
Circle.
Very
Times
good. And what the area of the circle?
2 pi r square.
Very
But
good.
to make it
So what
2
is
pi
this?
r square.
So this is
هذا
area of the circle.
yeah.
So I'm looking for what? I'm looking for the whole value of pi r square.
Mm.
So pi r square h is equal to 555 and h is 15. So 15 multiplied by r square is equal to 555. So if I wanted to find the area, I divided both sides by 15 and 555 divided by 15 is 37. So area in this case is 37. So I will write here I will write here 37. If you are working in one prep, you are going to check, you will find it green, as you can
Yeah.
see. So you got the right answer. If you didn't get the right answer, you can come back to me if you have a questions, or you can check if the AI give you the answer or the site
Yeah.
itself the answer. But I prefer to make it a human because you will
عشان
understand more.
الشرح وكذا. Yeah, I agree.
Question 20 says that in the figure, display the length in centimeter of two legs. What do I mean by legs? Two
اللي
legs.
هو
It's not the hypotenuse.
yeah,
So
the
this
other
is
side.
leg, and this is the other leg. Leg, it's the two sides
Like the
surrounding the right
sides that are
angle.
not, yeah.
Very good. What the area? This is right angle triangle, right?
Yes.
If I draw like this, what is this?
Becomes a square, a
Rectangle,
rectangle. Yeah.
right? What the
Yeah.
area of rectangle?
Length
Length by
times
width.
the
So if I'm
yeah.
looking for only the triangle, it's gonna be what? Half length by width, which is half by height. So it's 7 by 90, which is equal to what? 63.
Yeah.
A cube. What's the difference between a cube and a cuboid?
A cube is square.
In cube, all sides
الكيوبويد
are the same. And each side we can call it S or L or whatever. So if I'm looking for the volume, it's side by side by side. So if the side is 73, so this is 73, this is 73, and the height is 73. It means that the length is 73, height is 73, width is 73. So if I'm looking for the volume, I can say that the volume easily 73 to the power of
3.
3 with 389,017. So you got the difference between the cuboid and the cube? I'm sure you can. You got
Yeah.
it. Question 22. The length of edge of base of a right square prism is 9. A right square prism is known as a cuboid. So the length equal to 9. And the volume is 450. But what do I mean by right square prism? I mean by right square prism that I have a square in the and I have a square, the same square on the other base, and the faces are rectangle. I mean by a square base that the length and the width are 9. So he's looking for what? The height. And the height is the distance joining between the two parallel faces. So this small word into the questions is the key word for solving the question. It's very important to read it carefully. So I know now that the length is 9 and the width is 9 and the height I don't know. And I know if I multiply 9 by the height, give me the volume. And the volume is 450. So what do you think the value of h?
It's you can get the based on the width. You can
450.
solve it. Just 450
Yes,
divided
divided by
81.
81. Why
Yeah.
81? Because it's
Like
9
9
by.
times 9.
Very good. So it's 450 divided by 81, which is equal to what? Equal to 50. So the height in this case is equal to 50. I like the indirect questions in the volume and areas.
Yeah.
A cylinder
Has a
tank
material.
diameter. If diameter is 12, it means what is the radius?
6.
Excellent. Why is that? Because the radius is half the,
That's
so
the
this is the radius. Yeah, very good. So the radius is. And the height is
15.
15. What the volume? I know that the volume is equal pi r square h. And as I told you before that we don't plug in pi. So it's
So
pi
66.
and
Yeah.
height is.
Actually هو 15 you
So all
multiply.
what I have to do by using my calculator, if I'm
Yeah.
using the scientific one, or even if I'm using Desmos, don't write pi. Just write 6 to the power of 2 multiplied by 15. Get the answer,
And
which
then
is
put pi next to it.
540. Yeah, very good. And just plug in pi. So it's 540 pi. So don't add pi to the calculator. And by the way, if you add pi and you multiply the answer multiply shift pi, the one in the scientific one,
Mhm.
will give you the answer in terms of pi.
Yes, and
Don't change it into decimal.
yeah.
Thank you. Now let's go to 24. Circle M has a radius 186 times circle N. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. We spoke about the ratio between the length and the perimeter, and we said that the ratio between the length and the perimeter are the same. But now, circle M has a radius that 186 times circle N. So if this is circle M and this is circle N, and the ratio between first radius to the second, 186 to 1. Then the area of circle M is K times the area of circle N. So if I put here K, what the value of X? Most of the students will make K divided by 186 or whatever the answer is, but which is not right at all. Why? I will tell you why. Because if the ratio between radius of the circle M to radius of the circle N is 186 to 1, the ratio between the first circle in area to the second one, I should square the sides. So in areas, we don't use it as a proportional, we don't use it as a ratio.
Mm.
The ratio is A to B, it means that the ratio between the areas is A squared to B squared. So now K is equal 186 square. So I'm going just to write that 186 square is equal 34,596. Mr.
Okay.
Hisham, let's check. Check, green. So the difference between ratio between areas and perimeter, let me write it for you, that the ratio between areas is square the ratio between what? Between sides. Okay?
Okay.
Question 25. The water facility uses two sizes of cylinder treatment tank that each have a height of 75 feet. The radius of the first tank is 8, and the radius of the second tank is 50% longer than the radius of the first tank. So for the first tank A or tank 1, the height is 75, and for tank 2, the height is 75. But the radius of the first one is 8, and the radius of the second one 50% longer than the tank A. So what is the radius of the second?
You do 50% of 8 and then you add it to 8.
Very good. So I can find the 50% of 8,
اللي
and
هو
50% is 4.
4.
But if you want to make sure, it's 0.5 times 8. 4. And then I add the 4 to the 8. Okay. If you are smart enough, you can multiply 8 and open bracket by 1.5. Directly, it will give you 12.
Mm.
Okay. So the radius of the second is equal to 12. Now he's asking for the volume of tank 2. So what is the volume of the cylinder? We said the volume is pi r square h.
Mm.
So it's pi times 12 square times h, which is equal to 75. We can notice that this is a percentage with a volume question. So it's a
Yeah.
little difficult. So because he add a volume, so it's about managing your time and know the ratios. So I will make 12 square, which is 12 by 12, 144, multiplied by 75. It gives me 10,800 pi. And we spoke about we don't add pi to the what? To the calculator. Mr. Hisham, you are doing so fast. You are solving quickly because I want from you to learn how to solve
To solve it
it, to be
quickly, yeah.
confident. Because if I'm not explaining right now step by step, no, I'm reviewing the area and the volume, okay? So let's go to the next one. Yeah. So it says here, a right rectangular prism A is similar. So I'm talking about ratio.
Mm.
Is similar to right rectangular prism B. Surface area of A is 27 and the surface area of B is 432. Oh, so let's go back. Side 1 to side 2 is the ratio between the sides. Area 1 to area 2 is the ratio between the areas. So volume 1 to volume 2. A few minutes ago, we said that if the ratio between the sides A to B, what would be the ratio between the areas?
A squared and B
A
squared.
square to...
Mm.
So what do you think the ratio between the volume?
A cubed and B cubed.
Excellent. It's gonna be A cube to B cube. So it gives me a question that the area of A is 27 and the area of B is 432. By using my scientific calculator, which I like it more in solving the SAT, more than T184, and my students disagree with me, is 432 is 1 over 16. So the ratio here is 1 to 16. Can I figure out what is the ratio between the sides now? 1 to 4,
Mm.
the square root. And
Ah,
in
yeah,
this
use
case, the
square root.
ratio is 1 to 4 power 3, which is 1 over 64. So I got all the ratios of the shape. Again, this one is very important to understand that the ratio between the sides is not the same as the ratio between the areas. It's not the same as the ratio between the volumes. If the ratio between the sides is 1 to 4, so between the areas 1 to 16 and between the volumes is 1 to 64. What is the sum of the volumes of the right rectangular and the right rectangle? So what is the sum of the volumes here? But I have a given volume. So I can say that volume 1 to volume 2, 1 to 16. Volume of B is 960. This is 2, not a square. So what is the volume
هو
here?
1 to 16 ولا 1 to 64؟
Sorry. Very good. Excellent. I missed this. 1 volume 2.
إيه
I missed something there.
مثلا you just divide or you multiply ايش by
Yes.
464 to get to
So
960.
960 divided by 16, right? So this volume is 60.
Divided by 64.
So the total.
ليه؟
No.
You divide
960
by
divided
16,
by 64.
not
I
64.
don't know why I'm insisting. Why I'm insisting that it's
okay.
15. It's
okay
15.
okay.
So it's
ايه
960 plus 15, which is 175. After all what I did, I wanted to check.
وين ال 15؟ هو it's 15. اوكي ايه
975. Let me check. Wow, alhamdulillah, shukrillah. This is one of the best questions to explain for you the ratio between areas and volumes and
yeah, it's
prisms.
very
You know
it's
this
clear
one
هنا,
before?
it's good. لا هذا أول مرة يجي أي مرة
Alhamdulillah,
يجي.
shukrillah. That I was the reason for you to learn this. Okay,
yes.
let's go to 39, 40, and 41, which is 3 consecutive questions. It says
يلا.
that the circumference of a circle is 58 pi. What is the radius?
You
What is the circumference of the circle? I can go to the reference.
yeah, the reference اللي هو
2 pi
2
r.
pi.
So I can say that 2 pi r is equal 58 what?
pi.
I cancel pi. So 2r is equal
58. Divide by
divided by
2, divide
2,
by 2. Okay. حلو.
29.
29.
So the length
Nice.
of the radius is equal to 29. Question 40. Circle M has a radius 10. Circle N has a radius 200.
Circle M has a radius of 10 meters. Circle N has area
Area. What is the total
in
area?
M
So I just
squared.
need to find the area of circle M, which is pi r square. So it's pi multiplied by 10 square, which is equal to 100 what? Pi. So what would be the total? 225 pi plus 100 pi, which is 325 what?
Pi.
What about you now? Can you start this one?
Okay. An industrial designer is creating a line of cylindrical storage tanks. To ensure structural stability, the height of each tank is designed to be 7 feet less than the radius. Which of the following expresses the volume V in cubic feet of such a tank, where R is the radius in feet? طيب. Cubic feet. Okay, I think ايش السلندر
Volume of cylinder
الفوليوم
is pi
الريفرنس
r
اللي هو
square.
okay is it
But the height
A
is 7 less than the radius. So what is the height? R minus
uh yeah
7, right? Because 7 less than, what come after less than is the first, so radius first.
yeah
So what would be the volume? Pi r square h, sorry, I forgot h. So r and r minus 7 square. Sorry, it's not a square. What I'm doing. It's not a square. So what is pi r square by r? Pi r power 3 minus. What is pi r square by 7? 7 pi r
7 pi
square.
r
So
squared
what is the volume?
that's B okay هنا the radius in feet يعني one of them needs to be
It
cubed
doesn't
and
affect the
another
questions. It means the
it
unit of
doesn't
yeah. But it
okay
doesn't affect any of the questions. And in the question of SAT, that's gonna give you feet or height and change it from feet to yard or yard to feet or
they
lengths
will
or
give you the
meters.
conversion
Yeah, it will give you the ratio for doing this.
خلاص
Yes.
أشوف
So let's solve. Let's go to the hard. This 74, 75. Let's solve from here till the end. Hard and
okay
easy. A solid meter is in the shape of a right rectangular prism. Dimensions are 3, 7, and 9. What is the surface area? As I said, that surface area not in the reference
yeah
sheet.
you add two um
So I can say that the
two
area or the surface area is 2 length by width,
yeah
2 length by height, and 2 width by height. Why is that? Because if you have a cuboid or a rectangular prism, this is the length, this is the width, and this is the height. This area is a rectangle, width by height, and you have the same here. And this one, it's area L by W, and you have the same one here. And finally, you have one at the front, which is H by L. So I can say that it's 2 lengths 3 multiply 7 plus 2 7 by 9 plus 2 3 by 9. By using my calculator, 21 by 2 is 42. I wish I'm not doing wrong. 7 by 9, 63 by 2, 126. 3 by 9, 27 by 2, 54. I wish I'm not doing mistake. 4 and 6, 10 and 2, 12, 2 and carry up 1, 1 and 5, 6, 6 and 2, 8, 8 and 2, 4, 2 and carry up 1, 222. I wish I'm not doing mistakes in calculation, but sometimes I need to do calculations here. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay.
عادي.
So, but of course, all the students are allowed to use the calculator in solving this one.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one
the
is
calculator.
important, as I said, that the surface area is not in the reference sheet.
Yeah, I remember the formula. I wrote it, I think.
Okay, very good. Now, what do I mean by hemisphere? What do I mean
اللي
by
هو
hemisphere?
sphere اللي the above half اللي
Half of a
نص.
sphere.
Yeah,
And the radius is? What the volume of the
22.
sphere? 4 over 3 pi r power 3. And you can figure it out from the reference.
Yeah, صح
So
صح. Yeah.
4
And then you
over
divide it
3.
by 2.
Yes, excellent. And r is 22 to the power of 3. And to find the volume of the hemisphere, you are
You
going to
divide
divide
it
all
by
of this
2.
answer
Yeah,
by
by
2.
2.
How I can do that? Just ignore the pi. Go to your calculator. So
Solve
I'm
it.
going to do what? 4 over 3 multiplied by 22. Sorry. Multiply by 22 to the power of 3. And then divide the answer by 2. It gives me 7,000. I have a mistake. I did a mistake. What is my mistake?
Maybe
4 over 3 pi. No, pi is there. Oh. He's not giving me the answer in terms of pi, so I should add pi here. So multiply
yeah, it's
pi, just using the one in your calculator. And then the final answer divided by 2. So it's about 22,301, which is,
اللي هو A
and this is one of the unique questions that you plug in pi by using your
by
calculator
using
and
the calculator. Yeah.
pi as 3.14. So this one, maybe against what I said at the beginning, that it gives you pi as a value, but you used calculator here. I
بس
think
most of the time هو على حسب
I
السؤال يعني
think this
عادي.
is yeah, it's a red. It's level 3 question. Difficult one. Okay, another one.
Right circular cylinder has a volume of 630. The area of the base is 45. What's the height in inches of the cylinder? هنا
What
you just the
what the
area
area of the base?
45.
So what is pi r square?
45 pi.
Because pi r square is the area of the base.
صح. That's 45. A.
Why? Because base of the
It's
cylinder
already
is a
from the
circle. So 45h is equal the volume.
yeah.
So what is h?
H is you just divide it by 45 or
14. He is asking for volume. The product of the three sides, which is very easy. Okay, yalla. I think we solved this one. No.
no, we didn't. A cylindrical industrial container holding a metal scrap is filled to the top with oil. The base of the container has an area of 50 square feet, and the height of the container is 16 feet. If 320 cubic feet of oil is needed to fill the container to the top, which of the following is the total volume of the metal scrap in the container? Okay, they're finding the volume. The base is 50 and the height is 16. But if 320 feet is
I will
needed,
stop here. I will stop here.
The volume, you just find the volume of 50 and 16.
Again,
The base is 50 and the
yes.
height
This is
is
area of the base is 50. So if I wanted to find the volume of this cylinder, it's area of base multiply height, right?
yeah,
Which is 800, right?
yeah.
And it says that there is 320 cubic feet of oil is needed to fill the container to the top. So which is of the following is the total volume of the meter?
800.
Okay. And in the container. You understand? This
And you
volume
add it?
is the volume of the cylinder, right?
Yeah.
But it has in it a metal scrap.
Okay. So you add it.
No, I need to add 320
Yeah, you
feet
add
of oil to
320.
fill the container. So
Yeah.
which of the following is the volume of the meter?
Of the metal you subtract it
So
يعني.
this one is the volume of the metal and the oil
Yeah.
together. So if I wanted to find the volume of the metal only, I will make it 800 minus
Minus 320, which is 480. Okay.
just check just for nothing, just to make sure that we did it right.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
yeah.
This one is easy. You can solve it quickly because he's asking for area of this triangle,
Yeah, just do half base times height.
which is half by 68 by 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This one also is easy because it says that the length of rectangle is 30 feet more than the width. So what is the length?
Mm,
The width is
the
8.
length, yeah, is 8 times 30 for the
38.
yeah. Sorry, مو 8
So
times
it's
30.
gonna be 8 multiply 38, right?
Yeah. 38. But then you do 38 times 8 اللي هو I guess is